morning, friends. I am back again today to crochet with you. Today I'm going to be focusing on something that I've been putting off for a while, but I think you all will be really excited to hear about. But I'm going to finish the Minecraft bee pattern. I had originally made this pattern probably 2 months ago originally. I typed it up on Canva. I had everything ready. I was really just making it for myself for the Anime Fest that we had. We had that video up for a while now. You can go watch it and stuff. We've done the market by now and everything, but I had lots of comments back then when I was market prepping him and making him for the market that people would love to have a pattern for him. And then at the market, people really wanted the pattern for him. And now I made a video last week, essentially. Well, at this point, I don't know how long ago it'll be before you see this footage, but I also had made a video now where I made some new patterns, took them from sketch to actual plushie form, and I mentioned that I had some other patterns floating around out there to see, you know, if you guys would still be interested in any of those. And lo and behold, everybody still wants the Minecraft bee. So I'm going to pull up that pattern today. I love to make patterns though, and then give them a little bit before I make them again myself. If I make them back to back to back, I find that I miss things, or there's things that I just understand in my head, but when I go back and do it later, I'm like, how did I really do that? So I need to make some more pictures and examples and stuff of how to make these eyes. The eyes had embroidered little like pixelated eyes on them, so I need to take a lot of pictures of how to do that exactly. I'm thinking maybe even filming a little tutorial and having a little video link in there as well for the people who buy the pattern, because it is basically like almost like cross stitching on top of like the face of this bee. So I want to make sure that people know exactly how to do this bee as well, and that nobody gets upset if it's not detailed enough. So if I include a video, I know it'll be detailed enough because I'll do it from start to finish. So I'm going to get out my colors for that. Originally I used the Burnout Mystical yellow color. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I'll have to grab it and show you. And the Cinder Mystical Burnout color as well, and then obviously white or cream for like the little wings, and then I used a tiny little bit of blue on the eyes as well. So I need to get out all of the colors, pull up my pattern again, and just look through it. I know that I had also mentioned whenever I made him that making the big one first, and then I made a smaller one, and the smaller one had an extra row of little bobble feet, because I think that that's really what it should be. I think that it should have 6 feet total, and the original big one only had 4 bobble feet total. So I'm gonna research that and double check before I rewrite that and make that into the pattern. But I'm gonna pull up the footage from my original pictures and stuff. Hopefully I can include some screenshots of what they look like here too, so you guys can kind of see what we're working towards for today. But I'm excited. I'm ready to get this pattern wrapped up and out to you guys. I'm hoping by the time this video goes out, it's tested and it's up, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If not, it will be out very soon, and I'll put when it'll be out down here below. But I'm very excited about this. It's going to be a good little change of pace. I have today off of work because I've been working, what is it? I've been working 9 to 6s, and the next like few days after today I'm working 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. so I needed a day off to reset my schedule a little bit before that happened. So I have a random day off in the middle of the week, and I thought, what better to do with that time than to officially finish up this pattern, right? I'm thinking as well for the actual pattern pack, I will have the mini bee and the big bee in the same bundle. I think both of them are very cute. The mini one in particular was my favorite though, but I definitely want to make sure that I include both of them at this point, because I've shown both of them and everybody wants both of them, because one's a very great market make and one's a little bit more of a statement piece. I would also love to try this pattern in like Sweet Snuggles, like regular Sweet Snuggles, to make like a jumbo one. I think would be really cute as well. So if I have time, maybe I'll get to that later today. I've also been working on this custom order as well, like this custom anime plushie order. So I've been filming stuff for that, but that will be in a separate video for you guys. But I've been taking breaks, and I think that would be a good little break between following this pattern very diligently to creating my own little pattern, because sometimes when I'm forced into a box, I don't want to finish a project, but this is a commission order, and a big commission order at that, so I need to be finishing it, but I have some time still, so I figured I would take some time to do something that I have been looking forward to for a while. Oh my gosh, the pattern is saved so far back into my Canva. It's not even funny. I did it 1 month ago. It's been a month since I've touched this pattern. I also copy like my old patterns essentially to keep the same formatting and text, because my first pages, my abbreviation pages, my info pages and stuff are relatively the same. I go through and change some things on them, but it's always funny when I see like whatever I've copied last, because sometimes those patterns don't even end up becoming a real thing and they just get saved into like my little own pattern arsenal. And like this one's like a little Monster Mash bundle pack, and it's just so cute on here. It's got pink and a little monster and stuff, but I'm totally changing all of that though because it needs to be Minecraft. I also, with this in mind, need to take pictures. Before I took a couple pictures, but nothing crazy. So like I said, I need to include a lot more detailed pictures on how to do all of this as well. Oh my gosh, that scared me so badly. Oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. I had a pattern saved as the Minecraft bee, but it did not have the Minecraft pattern on it, and that was really terrifying. Very scary, but it's fine. I found it. It was saved under something else, which is so stupid of me to do, but okay, I have my pattern pulled up. It has the big one first and then the smaller one on the second. Okay, I'm gonna pop up on the screen exactly what I'm doing here. This is essentially like the layout of my patterns when I first get into them. I'm calling him Block. We decided on one of my previous videos whenever I made the Minecraft cow pattern as well that we were gonna call him Cube the Cow, because, you know, it's like pixelated and everything because it's Minecraft. So I think that Block the Bee would be really cute as well for this reason. I'm also going to put Pack on here because there's the mini version and the large version, but I just think that they're so cute. I will also be timing myself today to see what that is. I will be putting in the pictures, and I like to edit these just as like 2 little examples usually of like 2 different yarns essentially, of the hook size that I like to use, the yarn that I like to use, and what size eyes I like to use. I know that sometimes people don't include that stuff in patterns, but if you're using like Sweet Snuggles Light with a small hook size and everything, you're going to want to use smaller eyes. And then the same thing, if I use Sweet Snuggles and I'm using an 8mm hook and that giant yarn, I'm going to definitely use some bigger eyes as well. So I try to put at least, maybe not as dramatic, but like 2 different yarn sizes and details in there. And then obviously all my socials and stuff, I like to put in like a little, where is it? I like to put in like a little pattern onto the background. This one's just got like a little bit of texture because it was for the cow, or it was for my pig originally, so it's like a little mud kind of thing going on. I thought it was really cute. Something like this would work out great though. Just turn it to make sure it snaps into place. Something that looks kind of pixelated and blocky would be very cute. So we'll see how this looks. We're gonna do black, and we're gonna do yellow, and then the background itself is going to be white. I think that's pretty cute. I also have talked about this before, but I use the free version of Canva for literally everything. If you scroll long enough, yes, you're going to take some extra time, but you will find something that you can definitely use for free on Canva compared to like just picking out the pro stuff. If time's a big thing for you, definitely I would consider doing pro, but like I said, I do the free version for everything because if you scroll or you upload your own pictures, you will find something that you can use. I know I've talked about this before, but I did Photoshop for my last job, so like Canva is like nothing to me. It's like the easiest thing in the whole world to me. I'm also gonna make these yellow because I think yellow would be cute with all the black text. I'm also going to turn down the transparency on these because it's a little distracting, and that's a lot of ink. There we go. I feel like that's pretty appropriate. Okay, with this in mind, I'll take pictures, add it to this page. I will edit up the text and stuff. I always change this to the color of whatever pattern that we're working on as well. I'm gonna do a little black heart because I think he's cute since he'll be bee colored that way, and I'll take up less ink if the yellow is there instead of the black. Alrighty, other than that, I always have my materials. I'll go through and change this, add anything that I need to, and then we'll get started on the actual pattern page, which we won't actually show you, of course, because it's the pattern. But we will get started, get our yarn out, get going, time ourselves, take pictures, just grind. We'll get on the grind. Hi, I'm checking back in. I pulled up my pattern, I made some adjustments, and I have the body done now. They're so cute so far. I love him so much. His little bobble feet, his little stinger on the back. He is so cute. It's time to do the eyes, and I think I decided that I'm going to basically practice on one side, write down as much of the measurements and stuff as possible of like the stitch placement, yada yada, take pictures of the whole process. And then for the other eye, I'm going to actually film me doing it and link that video as like a private video on my YouTube channel. So if you buy the pattern, it'll link you to it. That way you can see exactly how I do it in case the pictures don't make any sense. But for the eyes, you need blue and black. So I have my black still out and everything, and I'm going to get a blue color out. I think I'm gonna go with this like really light blue back here. That's what I used last time. I think last time on the mini one I used like Sweet Snuggles Light, like a really light blue color of that, because I could not find the blue I wanted for my burnout color. So I'm gonna grab that, start filming that, and take pictures and everything of how I'm doing the eyes and whatnot. And then I will check back in just a minute with you guys once those eyes are done. And on the pattern, I did rewrite how to put on the antennas. I can definitely do them in the round. It's just kind of complicated on how you do it, I guess. So I'm gonna put it in the round, but I didn't obviously put it on this one, but I'm going to just surface crochet them onto this one, do the eyes and all of that jazz first though. This is the big one, and then I'm gonna make the littler version as well in just a second. So the little one shouldn't take as long. This one took quite a while just because I was making sure every single row stitch count was right. I was making sure everything was lined up as possible. I think things get a little shifted just because of people's tension and stuff. So I also need to put a note at the beginning that, hey, you might need to adjust your single crochets around when placing the baubles or the wings. Like, as you can see, this is like the front essentially of the head, and based on how you stuff it and stuff, it could look a little sideways. So like I'm having to restuff it a little bit, like move around the stuffing and whatnot to kind of make it look more even. Based on where the top of the head is, this is where it's supposed to be centered. So I'm going to keep it there. And I don't think anybody will notice either, really, because this is how he's going to sit. They're still in the top, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna put a note on there that you may need to shift based on your tension and stuff. The baubles obviously also kind of not swirl around the body a little bit, but they are a little shifted to one side. I think that's cute though. I think it makes it look like he's kind of got like a little, you know, he's kind of flying, so he's kind of got one set of legs in front of the other kind of thing. And I don't think they have to be perfect either. Again, it's really just about the top view and all that jazz. But if you felt like moving it or your tension's much further off than mine and they get really far off, then that would be up to you guys to adjust the single crochets around and whatnot. But otherwise, the full pattern is ready. I'm going to do the antennas and the eyes, and I will check back in just a little bit. I'm trying out some new angles. I'm not sure if I like them, but let me know, because I feel like I use the same 3 angles. But I am here to show you the finished product of the Minecraft bees yet again. I made them again. I made a little tutorial on how to sew / embroider the eyes on as well. So these are finished. Here's the big bee, as you can see. And then we have our little bee. Oh, he needs antennas though. He needs antennas. Give me like 2 seconds and the antennas will be done. It's like the easiest part of the whole thing.
I literally can use a little scrap piece of yarn to do this. And I was gonna make them in the round. I think I mentioned that earlier in this video, that it was like my intention to add it into the pattern to make the antennas in the round. But it's just one of those things that it really depends on where you embroider your eyes exactly. It really determines where these little antennas need to go. So I really feel like they need to be a very last step in this process. And so every time I've made them, I've just preferred to wait and to do it after. So I think I'm just gonna make it in the pattern like that to do it afterwards. I think the color change will make it look a little messy maybe even as well. So I'm going to just write it into the pattern to surface crochet it on after. Because like it literally just took me exactly 1 minute to do this. So, and I like doing some little details and stuff. There's a lot of details you can do in the round, and I just think this is one of the details that would get a little too lost if it's in the round, and it'll look a little too simple if it's in the round. And so I just want to simplify the pattern itself and do it after. So it's working out pretty well so far. Alrighty, there we go. Now he has his little antennas. I feel like his eyes, I messed up his eyes just a little bit. I feel like I think I pulled one of the strings a little too tight whenever I was making it, but I also kind of made the eyes slightly slanted maybe. I don't know, it looks pretty even from the front to me, but I think he's really cute like this too. There we go. That looks more even, I feel like. Anyways, we have our Minecraft bees. These are completed. These are finished. These are great. I will take pictures of them really quickly. I'm going to turn on my ring light, set up my little photo area that I would like to take these in really fast, and then we'll get it done really quickly, and then maybe I can reach out to some testers and see if anybody can do them like this week, and maybe by the time this video goes out, these will be finished. But another little project off my list, and whatever vlog this footage ends up in, but they're just so cute. They're little bobble feet, little eyes, little wings. They're just adorable. I love them so much. I'm so glad I got to do this. So with that being said, I should probably go back to my giant custom plushie order because I have another big one right after that. So I'm going to hop right into it and buzz on over to take some footage of this.
Hi guys, I just wanted to update you really quickly for today since it is a new day. But I have been working on my Minecraft bee pattern as you've been seeing this week, and I finished these guys as you saw. They're so stinking cute. I love them so much. These little Minecraft guys I just have a feeling they're gonna do really well, and I'm really excited about it. So what I have done though is I had made my pattern, I filmed my tutorial for the eyes and everything. That was a whole new process for me. I haven't really done any video tutorials or anything like that. If you've been following my channel, you've seen absolutely nothing like that, really. So that was pretty exciting and something new for me to do and try this week. Along with that, I had to edit it and everything and figure out how to put the link into the Canva thing and all of that jazz. And then instead of doing a usual tester call, like I feel like I usually do those on my Instagram and everybody can go comment and join and everything, I wanted to do like a smaller, quicker tester group. I'm in several different like crochet community group chats on Instagram with some people that I've just bonded with, and both me and my mom have kind of come together to make like these, well, mostly her honestly, but make these little group chats and communities and stuff with some fun people in the community. So I have messaged them, and last night I got a couple of them to agree to test to it really quickly because they were also very excited about this pattern, and I just didn't realize that anybody was really waiting on this pattern at all. So that was cool to see. So I'm getting ready to send the link out and start the little group chat and everything for that, which is really exciting. I'm so excited. I'm also really happy because yesterday I finally had good weather. Here in the Midwest, it's been storming like almost for like the last week, it seems. Like, I mean, downpour rains or just super cloudy, muggy, humid days. Like, it's been not the funnest time here in the Midwest is the way to put it, I guess. So I'm finally happy that yesterday we had a good day of weather too, so I could go out, take some cute pictures. I'll have to like pop a couple up here on the screen because they are so adorable with these little bees in the grass and everything. So I'm excited that I finally got to take some pictures of these guys because they totally deserve some good pictures taken of them and eventually shared over on Instagram and for the pattern listings and all of those things. So I have all of those in my arsenal and ready to go now as well. So I'm going to share out the link. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully everybody can test in time. I'm going to give them about 4 days to test. They can do the small one, the big one, or both if they want to. Both of them are going to be in the pattern. As I have mentioned, both the big bee and the mini bee will be in the pattern pack. So I'm really excited about this. So I'm just ready to see their reactions and if they find anything, because that's always the most nerve-wracking part about doing a pattern, is like waiting for the critiques almost, because sometimes, you know, you miss something and you have just been like redoing the stitch count in your head this whole time, and then magically they get to the pattern and they're like, this doesn't make any sense at all, the stitch count's completely off, and you're like, crap, I forgot I added an extra decrease in that row or whatever, and it threw everything off. Like, I've had that happen before. It's totally not fun at all. So I've just thoroughly been checking this pattern. And I even called my mom and told her, like, I'm just a little more anxious about this pattern test for some reason. I think it's just because I know that these people are experienced. They know what they're doing. They've tested so many patterns. They've done so many patterns. So it's almost like some of these people that I look up to are going to be testing my patterns. So I'm just a little nervous about it. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know. I'm just a little nervous. So I'm excited though at the same time, so I'm gonna send it out. We're gonna see what happens, and I'll keep you updated on if anybody finds anything crazy in this pattern pack. Otherwise, hopefully the next time I check in, we'll be ready to edit and post some release things and some tester appreciation stuff. Hi friends, welcome back. I'm here to talk about my Minecraft bee pattern yet again. We are working on it right now. Again, we have everything done. We sent everything out to the testers. I've had them vote on a couple of things. One of my new favorite things to do whenever I'm testing a pattern is to make polls in the Instagram chat, because if some people have a problem but other people don't have a problem, I like to get a general poll to know like what I need to change and if things need to get adjusted, or if they think that it needs like a rewrite or something. So on this pattern, everybody kind of had the same issues of like placing the baubles and the wings, and I didn't have as much of an issue as it made it seem in the group chat. So I made a little poll on whether you had to adjust the wings, the bauble feet, or just the feet, or just the wings. So everybody pretty much voted that they had to adjust both the wings and the feet on them. So I think I'm gonna readjust some of the single crochets in there just to realign some things really quickly. It won't be a hard thing to do, but it just means I need to make another one. But that's a good thing anyways, because apparently whenever I filmed like my little how to embroider the eyes onto the little bees, apparently I kept going out of frame just a little bit. Like, I would show it, I would be working on it, and I'd slowly just keep lowering the little bee. And so I just need to make another one of each really quickly, refilm how to do the eyes just in case. That way everything's squared away there and everything's good to go. I also want to make sure that I have one eye done and then I'm working on the other eye, so you can clearly see what it's supposed to look like and how I'm doing it at the same time. I think on the little bee originally I didn't have either one of the eyes on there when I filmed the tutorial. I also think the tutorial can be shorter, because after looking back at it, like, I'm used to editing like obviously these vlogs and stuff, and a lot of stuff gets left in the videos, like, or it gets time elapsed and those kinds of things. So that's kind of how I just edited this tutorial really quickly just to get it out. And the tutorial was 11 minutes and I could easily show you in under a minute how to do it. So I just want to refilm it, make it much shorter, so it's much easier to follow and much easier to actually see what's happening as well. So I'm gonna refilm that too as well. And then I'm gonna go from there. So I'm gonna start working on another one. Again, same colors and everything. Eventually, I want to make another one in fuzzy yarn, one in parfait chunky size yarn, or Sweet Snuggles yarn, like small yarn. And then I also want to make another one in Sweet Snuggles regular, so a bigger version of it altogether, which will be really fun. Otherwise, the tester's gone very well. I'm very excited about all of my testers. I will have a post over on my Instagram shouting each of them out, because their bees that they've sent back so far are so adorable. Like, they're crushing this so much, and I appreciate their help and their comments back towards me, and they are just amazing. So I'm really excited for that. But without further ado, I'm gonna get to working on that for today. Today's the day. The Minecraft bee pattern is officially out. I went ahead and put the link in the last video's little comment section and pinned it down there for you guys. But I've also have it down in the description box below for this video. But it is out. I'm so excited. I went ahead and made my cute little Instagram release post that I do for all of my patterns, and I'll put it up here on the screen as well so you can see it. But it has all of my testers as well. You have Michelle, Creative and Michelle. She's also here on YouTube. You have Crafty Kate. She's also here on YouTube if you're not subscribed. The Cozy Buckeye, which is April. She's one of our friends over here. We've talked about her quite a bit. She was at one of our markets as well recently with us. She has a YouTube channel, Freckled Brunette Creations. You should go follow her on YouTube as well. She posts so many adorable shorts and stuff with all of her patterns and what she's working on, so you should go give her a follow over here. Christy Creations as well, and Apple Tree Boutique. So everybody over here is just so wonderful. I love them all so much, and these testers absolutely crushed it this go round, and I loved everything that they did, all of the feedback they gave me, all of the corrections, all of the beautiful pictures as well that they have shared of their bees too. Was just so much fun, and I just love these people so much. They're just, we talk on Instagram all the time, and they're just a lovely little group of people to be close with in the community. So go share the love and give them some support and such over there as well. I'm just so excited that this pattern is wrapped up and ready and out to you guys. I know that a lot of people have been asking for it, so I'm glad that it's released. And I low-key already uploaded it last night before I went to bed, and everybody, I was like, there's gonna be nobody that buys it or anything. I'll just post it today, and then we'll get a couple orders after that. I posted it last night without telling anybody really, and I already had like 6 orders this morning. I was like, that's crazy. So I'm already excited that a few of you were so excited that you already found it over there on my Etsy. But again, I will have it linked down in the description below, and it'll be ready for you guys. So don't forget to tag me in all of your beautiful little creations that you make with this pattern, and check out my other patterns too. I try not to talk about my own patterns a whole lot over here on this channel, which is why I thought it would be really fun to make a full video about the process and the making of everything, and kind of just how I've been working on it and what I might have changed and stuff as well. So I'm just really excited that it's done, it's released, and it's out to you guys, since you've all wanted it so much. With that being said, that's all for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting me as well just by even watching this video. I appreciate you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you have some wonderful crafting. And if you need anything, you know where to find me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!